that we need to continue to stand strong to defend everybody's rights and freedoms.
Hey guys, how you doing today? Hey, I was thinking about something. I know I just finished saying I'm not going to do this political stuff too much more, but I do actually have an idea once again. So when I do have these ideas, this is where I'm going to lean towards with my political views and such. I was watching this week. Not the snowfall, but well, actually, I was kind of watching the snowfall, hence why I'm starting the video on this. But I was watching this week, and I saw this vote that went through on Tuesday. Was that yesterday? I don't know. Whatever. And the way it was spun, there was talk about the child minister gonna make it a confidence vote, and then he changed his mind because he realized the NDP warned him that, we can't get the support for you. And then they did this vote in the House of Commons. And Trudeau ended up swinging it, so this way it worked in his favor. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, why do they vote publicly? You see, when we go vote in the ballot box and we vote him, we do it anonymously. Okay? Our vote is done in secrecy, privacy, and we are under no obligation to tell anyone who we voted for. Hell, you can tell someone you voted for somebody that you didn't even vote for, just because. That's the way voting should be done. That's the way voting should be done in the House of Commons. Now, hear me out. You see, the way we have it set up right now, where they have to vote publicly, the only thing that helps is keep the established big three in power. You see, because you can't vote against your party publicly. If your party says, hey, we want to vote this direction, because it's a public vote, regardless of what your constituents tell you to vote, you have to vote in the party line or you get kicked out of the party. So these parties are the ones dictating our policy instead of the people dictating the policy. See, in my mind, it should be that they should be able to vote anonymously. Vote in privacy. These votes that they hold in the House of Commons should be done, in today's world, it's electronic. So why not have a little electronic device that they can vote with? It can be a closed network. So this way, there's no way to influence it from outside sources. It's only the House of Representatives that can actually vote. There's ways of doing this. And it should be done anonymously. Because if your constituents are telling you you should be doing this, and you disagree with your party on the direction that they're heading, and a fine example of this is, I'm sure not every NDPer is in favor of Jagmeet's constant butt sucking of Trudeau, and I'm sure, well, actually, we've heard it in the House of Commons, Liberals coming out and saying, hey, we're going in the wrong direction here. But they can't vote against without getting kicked out of the party. I forget what that gentleman's name was last year, where he called out Trudeau for partisan over the pandemic. He got kicked out of the party because he voted against his party publicly. There should not be allowed this. You see, the only reason that this is allowed is actually why it is the way it is to enshrine that only parties get to dictate the future of Canada. So my suggestion is, with the next government, whoever that may be, I would like to see, or even, hey, child minister, do something right for a change. Make it so every single vote in the House of Commons is a blind vote. All right? Or blind vote, an anonymous vote. This is my suggestion. Okay? Give the people back their power. Because you're not there for your party. You're there for the people. Okay? You may agree and align with a certain party, and that's why you've joined that party, and that's great. So that you guys can have the same sort of a groupie fest, whatever you want to call it. Okay? And that's fine. I get it. But when it comes to the votes, that's about the people. The people have the right to say, hey, I don't want you to vote in favor of this policy that your party is enacting. And you should be able to turn around and say, yeah, I have to vote against this because my constituents who voted for me and asked me to represent them told me not to do this. Regardless of what your whip said. God, talk about racism. You have a whip that whipped you into votes? Ooh, that just sounds wrong. That's not so much racism as slavery. But anyway, ooh, boy, am I going down another path. You know what? I'm going to call it there. I want anonymous votes in my House of Parliament. That's what I want. Welcome to the Fringe.